to the PlayStation Instrumentality Project Game 15, a game, an event, Mobile Suit Gundam that sort of will probably raise a few questions, because when I announced the start of the PlayStation Instrumentality Project, I said games playable in English, and yeah, this is a JP exclusive game. This is just, there's no fan translation for this. I'm just playing this. I'm just sort of doing it. There will be a number of JP exclusive games that I just decide to try and play anyway. Typically they are all mecha action games. I just have an interest in trying to play a lot of those. And a lot of those I think are also historically interesting games. Talking about things like Exector, the first Arc System Works game. They went on to make some other things, Guilty Gear or whatever, but Exector, we got to check that out. The first few Inti Creates games, Speed Power Gunbike, Love and Destroy. So I have an interest in mecha, surprise, and no worries, Ev. So I'm going to be checking some of those out. I did want to make two bookkeeping notes. First off, if you're still watching Pip after game 14, thank you. I knew eventually I was going to hit some game that I just really truly didn't like and didn't want to deal with. And hopefully I handled it in a way that was entertaining. I think the fact that I gave Kalika 5 and Gunner's Heaven a 1 will probably set the tone for I like to think I've set the tone for expectations about how I'm going to interact with games. I mean, here's the good news. In terms of like types of games that we haven't yet played so far, most of those are things that I like. Strategy games, I like. JRPGs, I really like. So more often than not, I think we're going to have a good time here. And even when we're not going to have a good time, I'll try to at least have fun with it. We can check out the weird debug menu. Right? That's what I ended up doing with Gunner's Heaven, was checked out the weird debug menu interface and did that stuff. And then I did watch Caveman's AGDQ 2018 run of Gunner's Heaven, and it confirmed basically my thoughts about the game, which was, and in Caveman's own words, the game's pretty straightforward if you memorize it, which is like, all right, cool. I'm glad I have eyes and ears and everything. I did also want to, as one other note before getting into the Discovery Zone, people have also been really helpful with some feedback on PIP related things, and I just wanted to express appreciation for that as well. Burnt suggested a column for when the title of the game is announced on the title screen, and I think that's a pretty good idea. It's actually pretty common at this point anyway. And the other thing was, I think it was Durlavan? Yes, Durlavan reminded me to make a point of trying to show both intro cutscenes as well as title screen demos. And there are specific games that I know have really important title screen demos. Wild Arms 1 is an example that has a cutscene that is exclusive to a title screen demo, which is messed up because I had played that game multiple times and years later discovered a really important cutscene in a title screen demo. So I'm going to be trying to do a little more of that, just letting it sit on the title screen for a bit and seeing what happens for every game. That's easy enough to do. So, yeah, Wild Arms 1 has a great title screen. Yes, Subsidy next. So, I just want to make those 2 points. And as I said before, yes, Mobile Suit Gundam is a JP exclusive game. I think it is perfectly reasonable for an English speaker with no Japanese knowledge to play. So let's go into it. Let's get over to the Discovery Zone. This is game 15. I'm classifying this as a first-person shooter. I have played and beaten this game before. I think first-person shooter is my best sort of approximation. I like the Revenge of the it's Revenge of the Sith, right? That's the transition. So, okay, FPS. Why is FPS? It's a first-person view. You're shooting a gun. That's your primary verb. However, you're barely in levels. You don't move like an FPS. You move more like a car. Like you have like you move like you're a tank. Like you turn your throttle up. So like that's not typical FPS. Well, I'm probably gonna market FPS though. We'll get there when we get there. Goal is to beat the game. Should be pretty straightforward. I expect this to probably take, once we get into the game, it'll probably take about an hour. I did time a playthrough. I did technically speedrun this game once. You can't skip any of the cutscenes, so calling it a speedrun is kind of generous. But I think it took me like 51 minutes on like a second playthrough. And even then, I could beat that tonight. Like I really could. If I figure out what's going on in Jaburo, I could actually beat that. Any other? Oh yeah, so this is actually our first BEC game. BEC is Bandai doesn't really do a great job of crediting specific developers within Bandai, but the BEC team often gets sort of singled out separately. They are responsible for a lot of Gundam games, among other Bandai published games. We'll revisit them in the future. I should mention that the first English language Gundam game on PlayStation is Gundam Battle Assault, which is published in November of 2000. So that's a long time away. There is another Gundam game that is the first English language Gundam game. That is, of course, the PC version of Gundam 0079, The War for Earth, the Presto Studios FMV game, which I have streamed and no doubt will stream again. I forget. I think there is a Japanese language PS1 port of that game. I think it's on the list. I'm not going to check right now, but I'll check later because it would be very funny to play that. And I'm pretty sure I can just play that using the guide I made for myself for playing the PC version. So yeah, look forward to that probably somewhere in 1997. I'll just play. It's really funny because they got the official, like the original actors. You know, I mean, Shuichi Ikeda, the voice of Char, has been playing Char in everything for 40 plus years. But specifically, if you know the Char from War for Earth, who is often called the Red Chin or Char, like, was it Char Chinsnable or the Chin Comet? Shuichi Ikeda does also dub over that performance for the Japanese release of War for Earth. So, you know, look forward to that someday. As I said, this is a JP exclusive game. There is not too much on the English internet about this game. There is a standalone Wikipedia article, which is kind of unusual. Most Gundam games do not have standalone Wikipedia articles. Most of them are merely notated on the list of Gundam video games. But this one, for whatever reason, has it. Yeah, the Char Asimov. So I don't know why this is the Wikipedia writer feels it's a first-person shooter. Maybe it's because it was an early PlayStation game. They made an article for it. There is, of course, a Moby Games, but it doesn't have too much info. Normally, this would be the part where I show you the cover and everything. More on that in a second. We will. So yeah, I do actually kind of like how minimalist all of this is. I think it's like a pretty good look for an early PS1 sort of thing. Especially like the disc art too. We'll get back to this in a second. I just want to mention, like, again, not much on there. Nothing on GameFAQs. Someone reported data for this. I have been starting to report my data for PIP on How Long to Beat. That's also why How Long to Beat is now in dark mode, because I actually made an account. So I am slowly submitting my data to How Long to Beat as I update things on the back end. Which is very comical to me because I get to do things like this to add my data to listings like this. I did actually find out that there is an upcoming PIP game that does not have a How Long to Beat page, which is Power Serve 3D Tennis, which I guess makes sense. And there's maybe they just don't have How Long to Beat pages for sports games if they don't have like a story mode or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. We'll get there when we get there. Tennis games are famously all a racket anyway. Ha ha ha, tennis jokes. Okay, so I mentioned before that, you know, why am I not spending more time looking at the cover art? Well, as it turns out, thanks to Amerlin, I actually have the power to show you all the stuff directly. I'm even gonna turn off my. I'm gonna go into color. Are you ready for a fright? Are you ready to suffer the consequences of your actions? Oh my God. Okay, going into color for this. A brief, shocking revelation. Okay, so here it is, Mobile Suit Gundam. This is a copy, hot, fresh from Japan in 2024. So you already saw some of these things on the Movie Games page, but again, that is how indeed it looks in the case. You can see there with the game, with the back of the manual, and then likewise with the back of the manual, well, the chest of the RX-78 there. But if I'm just showing those things, is that really worth it? Well, I'm going to go through the manual as well here. I couldn't find a PDF or scan of this. And so the manual, I mean, it's got some nice layout things here. I do appreciate this. Obviously the text we're not going to be able to make much sense of, but there's a lot of just, again, they continue more of this style here. I do like the table of contents with Operation British behind it. That's the colony drop hitting Sydney, Australia. Rip Sydney. We hardly knew ye. A funny thing about a lot of these JP exclusive Gundam games is that a lot of the menu text is in English. We'll see that soon, but I really like these like untextured renders of the mobile suits. We'll see a lot more of these, but I don't know, something about them is just really, really fun. I'm very, very glad that they exist. Of course, descriptions of the controls there. Yeah, here we go. We got a nice face. That's a face. The face of the Gundam right there. You love to see it. Oh yeah, the other thing too is that, as I said, this is a first-person shooter, so technically speaking, it is a cockpit view. You get that control dashboard of the RX-78. A view of the Earth. I feel like seeing like the view of the Earth like that just causes me to hear the ED from First Gundam. Amaro. Oh yeah. this is a really good page. Amara Ray and you versus Char Aznable. The NU being inserted is it's something. I don't It's very good. I'm a huge fan of that. Yeah, and then this is where they start to show you some of what the like the in-game will look like. That's a pretty accurate. That's like one of the first things that we're going to see once we actually hit start game. It's going to be a real one. Yeah, this is just a whole page of text. Nothing much doing there. Joke's on them. I can't read. Now, I should mention too that in this is a game that was published in 1995. So a lot of these like English or romanizations of Gundam terms hadn't quite been formalized yet. And if you actually, I think if you find the original printing, there was an English translation of the novels, the Yoshiyuki Tomino First Gundam novels that was translated by Frederick Schott, published in the early 90s, considered one of the first like official releases of Gundam material in North America. And in that, Zeon, which is usually you'll see spelled Zeon, is spelled with an I. Yeah, more explanation, stage clear, lock on. The lock on feature is pretty important. The basic rhythm of this game is going to be you get close enough to something, you have it in front of you, then you lock on and shoot, kill it, rinse, repeat. That is going to be the whole rhythm of this for the whole hour long. That is not going to change. You can also see there the excellent their version of the I was supposed to be new type 2, except this one is are you new type? Question mark. With the kick, of course, the very excellent kick. Thank you, Char. Then we got some of the pictures of the renders of the other suits. You got your Zaku, your Dom, your Goof, your Gelgoog. Some of the mobile suits, again, being before the time of official like English romanization. Some of them we'll see in the Mobile Suit Viewer have very funny sort of ways they're spelled. The big Zam I remember being, oh yeah, I think it was spelled like BEEG Zam. Again, you know, they're just trying to make it literal. Yeah, more text, nothing too exciting on that page. I think we're almost to the end of this. Yeah, we got a shot of the cast list and the manual. Again, I do think they had, I mean, I can't read these names, of course, it's all in the kanji. But I want to say they typically for video games were able to get you know, the main actors. So that's, you know, cool. And oh yeah, and then it's a little tiny Elmeth. If you need customer service, we will send the Elmeth after you. Oh no, wait, that's just art direction, I guess, for the manual. There you go, booklet design, tiny Elmeth. But yeah, cool. So again, I mostly wanted to show a few of those pictures in the manual. I think that's a lot of fun. Thank you again, Amerlin, for retrieving this item from Japan. He traveled there with his wife Cinda earlier this year and was gracious enough to bring back lots of stuff for friends. All right. So anyway, now that I've done that, it's time to play the game. I also need to make myself not appear in color. Shocking. All right, let's stop that. Yeah, please. No, thank you. Return. Okay. And then all the way back down. Boink. All right, cool. All right, so let's go over to the game. I actually have a new fun toy too, because I, in response to Rapid Reload being such a blow up, I also got some stuff to just give myself some different input options. One of those things was a Brook Wingman PS2, which if you're not familiar with is a adapter for being able to attach pretty much anything to a PlayStation or PlayStation 2. I also got a Retro Fighters Defender controller, which is like their controller for PlayStation. I find their controllers to be really nice. I'm a really big fan of their Dreamcast controller, which is definitely way better than the stock Dreamcast controller. And I figure since I already know how to play this game, this should be a pretty easy one to break in the pad on. Again, I really like that connected D-pad. It's the same kind of D-pad. It's a similar style to what you have on the Xbone controller. So I feel like that might be easier on yield hands. Don't worry, I will still probably be playing most games with a proper DualShock 1, but figure I wanted to give this a try. And I'm already breaking the rules of the challenge by playing a JP exclusive game, so I may as well use this here. Mobile Suit Gundam. Once again, thank you, Frank Ocean, for the use of your song Startup. Asshole. I need to get my splits open. Yeah, that would be an interesting way to put it. In a lot of cases now, the imports are cheaper, even with shipping, especially with Surigaya constantly having those shipping weekends. Yeah. Yeah. I really like this title screen too. Just like the sort of like brushed to metal look of it, but like 1995 PS1 CG brushed metal. I should mention, most of the music in this game is not like just adaptations of First Gundam music. It is what I think is original music. Again, I'm gonna let this roll, see if we get a demo or anything. think it's looping. All right, we're not really getting anything out of that, so. So yeah, so there's a few difficulties. There's new type easy. I don't give a damn. I'm only on easy. I mentioned before about the way the controls work. So there's two things. You can do weapon change auto manual. That mostly makes it so that you move over to sort of whatever weapon's best for you, which is useful for melee fighting. You'll switch over to saber. Not that I expected things to get too close to me, but you know, it is what it is. I mentioned earlier that the controls in this game, if I were to make an argument for why this game is not a first-person shooter, it is that you have a throttle style control. L1 throttles up forward, L2 throttles up backwards. So, you know, throttles up your forward speed as opposed to going, you know, throttling your, I guess, decreasing speed, eventually going backwards. It's a racing game, maybe? The 1 year race. There is also a mobile suit viewer. Yeah, this is I have played this game before. Like I think this game is fun. I'm a fan. We're not gonna do this mobile suit viewer right now because when I finish the game and come back, we'll have more suits unlocked. So we will do the mobile suit viewer, but only after. I look forward to it. I promise. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing rolling. Let's go. Amaro. Oh yeah, we got all these fun loading screens as well. Yeah.
それは人類が宇宙に生存の場を広げた時代。地球の周りには数百機のコロニーが浮かび、そこは人類の第二の故郷となっていった。時に宇宙世紀0079、地球から最も遠い宇宙都市サイド3はジオン公国を名乗り、地球連邦政府に独立戦争を挑んできた。開戦後わずか1ヶ月にして総人口の半分が死に、人々は自らの行為に恐怖した。そして8ヶ月余りが過ぎた。連邦は膠着化した戦局を打開すべく、ここサイド7で極秘作戦を遂行していた。しかし戦いは人々の運命を思いもよらぬ方向へ導くのだった。
I gotta like remember how to play this game. I was briefly trying to use the control like I was playing a different game, and it's like actually no. Oh god. Oh, did I die? Did I die on the first level? That would be incredible. Oh, no, okay. I was like, are there more? Strong start. Yeah, that's actually not a bad way of describing it. Yeah, mission clear. Oh, yeah. I really like this score screen. It's super good. legit could see myself taking that and making that a sub alert. Let's go. Yeah, when you'll know I have won by the power of my jams. I like how a lot of I always like the Gundam games where they have like a side 7 level and then they're like, all right, we're on the Earth now. just go. Actually, no way. I guess we do have a space level here. I'm thinking of Journey to Jaburo.
刻々と迫るタイムリミットの中、赤いモビルスーツが激しく迫る。奴こそは人呼んで赤い彗星のシャア。
Yeah, you actually do have to fight Char. That's right. You have to like lead the shot a little bit when they're moving. Oh man, he moves 3 times as fast. Come on, get wrecked, nerd. Yeah, get out of here. Rip, whatever the name of the guy is who burns up in the atmosphere. Man, First Gundam is a good show. I feel like maybe people haven't said this before. First Gundam's a pretty good show, I think. That one's held up over the years. I think we go straight to Ramboral after this too. I don't think we have like a Garma level or anything. Bow. Yeah, these load screens, real good. Yeah, there we go. That man's 35. And he's still a chump.
Char の罠にはまり、ホワイトベースはジオンの勢力圏に降下してしまう。すかさず襲いかかるジオン地上軍。重力に縛られた戦いの中、強力な敵の新型モビルスーツが姿を現した。
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Some of these dots are just like dops, which are the fighter craft from Gundam. If you're not some Gundam watcher, if you watch anime instead of mecha. guys are getting so jumpy. There we go. This other guy's like right behind me. Here we go. I'm not fighting a Dop. I'm pretty sure you do not have to kill the Dop to finish the level. So we are not going to deal with that. Come on, reload. There we go. All right, got him. What is, yeah, it's my shield. I was like, what is my shield button again? This is like something I should probably know at some point. Is this where Ramba's gonna show up? Or no, you get more. What's interesting is like the shield, like the radar is like a relative distance thing. Oh, there he comes. So like once I clear the enemies near to me, you know, it's like, okay, now we're gonna, the radar will suddenly zoom out. Ah, shot just like a second too soon there. Okay, now where is this asshole? There he is. Oh, I got him. Get saber, dummy. Oh, okay. Wow, cut up by Vulcans. Embarrassing. Air shotted. There we go. I am like historically a Ron Burrell hater. I think Ron Morel is a big dummy. The perfectly spherical explosions warm my engineering heart. Oh yeah, there we go. 8. They really do start cranking up the mobile. I mean, the good news though is you get you get strength increases after every stage. So yeah, there you go. Gundam power up. So now like Zaku's are going to be paper, but you know, we will see. I think the next level is black tri-stars. So we'll start to see various other critters. Yeah, there we go. The skirted mobile suits. Odessa.
激烈を極める戦闘の中、ホワイトベースに迫る3体のモビルスーツ。その3つの影が1つになるとき、黒い三連星の悪夢が蘇る。
I mean, I guess so. Well, I don't know. I've learned one new thing about that game in the past year, and it scares me, frankly. Yeah, I learned that the one of the characters from there's a character from the one from the name, the CG thing, the MS Igloo, who like gets reburied in that production, which sure is a choice. Man, I'm getting my ass kicked. I'm like splitting my shots between them, which is not going well for me. There we go. Come on. There we go. Finally, I got one of them. Okay. Oh, I got the other ones. Yeah, I know I was close on several of them, but what is this game? This is Mobile Suit Gundam for the PlayStation. This is a sophisticated game for Gundam enjoyers, I guess. Maybe it's not that. It's a pretty straightforward and simple game, but I mean, it's 1995 on the PS1. You know, it is what it is. Sometimes all your explosions are perfect spheres. It has been interesting to hear people trot out all of the Gundam Breaker takes again with the announcement of Gundam Breaker 4. When do we get to use the shining finger? I think there is like a simple series G Gundam fighting game for PS1, but it's like real late PS1. So probably in there at least, and then probably later on like in Dynasty Warriors Gundam or something. I'm pretty sure Doman is in that, right? Am I remembering that wrong? I do have a copy of that for 360, the first one of those. Oh, it's underwater time. The underwater level controls the same as the space level. Surprise! Basically, yeah, we're hunting for God, what is the name of the mobile armor we kill here? Is it like the grab row or the big row? It's one of those. I can never remember which one's which. Beam rifle underwater. Has there ever been a crab Gundam? Yes, actually. You would specifically be interested in the cancer from Gundam Wing. I think it's either the cancer or the Pisces, one or the other. No, no, my shield. Yeah, no, there really are. I mean, I will admit this one is kind of my fault because I'm making some exceptions for including JP exclusive games. So this is like a JP exclusive game that I've just decided to include because I'm a fan, you know, of giant robot stuff, but also yes. It's just like, you know, I know some stuff about Gundam. I might as well play this one, you know. And a lot of the Gundam games have all of their like menu text in English, so you just miss out on the story stuff. And you know, I kind of know the story of First Gundam anyway. Got him. Hope you're having a good one, Shasta. Folks, if you're not familiar with Mr. Shasta, I'm going to give him a shout out because one of my favorite console challenge streamers at the moment who is doing a DS, is well into a DS destruction, or is the your name for it, doing all just DS games. Been a lot of fun stuff. The what was it? There was one, the like a lot of the licensed games are just crazy. Oh, the Namco, what was it? The Namco, the matching picture, no, like the differences. What was that game called? The missing pictures, the Quick Spot. Yes, that was really cool. That was such a cool game to watch. That game ruled. Oh my goodness, I couldn't get over how like good the presentation and just the. It kept the premise fresh, which is like, you don't expect a spot the difference game to like have that much staying power, but it was good. It was very fun to watch. Oh, now, okay, I think this is the Jaburo level. This is the level that is like the level I want to figure out the most. Like if you were to like speed run this game, which I don't recommend, I think this level is the one that has like the most figuring out to be done. Yeah, like Quick Spot seems like a standalone exemplar of that little niche, that little genre. Right, yeah. Warrior Spot the Difference is a good way of putting it. Because like, you know, WarioWare is like, when it comes to like mini game collection type things, WarioWare truly exists in its own universe. As far as I know, I'm not like a big connoisseur of that kind of thing, but there he goes. Where you going, son? I need get back here. I'm not leading my shot well enough. There we go, I got him. Okay. So I mentioned this game looks like a first-person shooter, and it kind of is, but it actually has like tank style movement, and I don't just mean like tank style D-pad movement. It has like throttle. So I'm pressing L1 to like increase my forward movement speed, and L2 to go backwards. And it's like if you played older MechWarrior games. I mean, MechWarrior 5 kind of has throttle, but I really need this guy to move. Okay. Okay, cool. So now the Zoc will show up, I think. Yeah. But I really need to fight Char. And I think I'm hitting the guy behind this one, not the one I'm aiming at, please. I mean, the best PS1 Armored Core arena is the parking garage. Actually, I guess it's only in Massive Arena, isn't it? Okay, got him. Where's Char? I need Char. I need to kill Char. Please, Char. Please, Char. Oh, there he is. Is that him? No, that's the Zoc again. God damn it. I need... Oh, come on. Come on! I have no strafe buttons. Oh, there he is. Yeah. No, that's Do I need to hurt the Zoc more? This is what I talk about. Like, this is the one level that has like a sequence that isn't clear to me. Chardonnay, yeah. Oh yeah, okay. Maybe I do need to hit this guy more. This guy also like ducks in and out of water, which is really inconvenient. This is like the only type of enemy that does this. Oh, there he is. There he is. Get him. Get him. Get him. Come on, jump back out, you little twerp. He's so fast. Char, where you going, Char? Where you going? Where you going, man? What? He's the champion of the world. Come on. Oh, shit. There we go. Okay. Did I get him? All right, cool, cool. Once we do enough damage to him, then the level ends. But that whole thing with Char moving around really fast is kind of a Gundam meme. Like, if you search, like, Char Asinable, like, Discord gift search, one of, like, the top results will be this guy just moving sideways really fast. There's sort of an infamous, like, cut of animation. He just, like, just scoots sideways. It's so good. Yeah, I do wonder there if I needed to hit the Zoc or not, or if it was just a matter of killing enough hack guys for Char to appear. We'll never know. Gundam games historically can have some pretty weird sequences. Journey to Jaburo has some really weird sequence stuff in terms of like there is one level in Journey to Jaburo where the amount of health you have going into the halfway point of the mission will determine how many more enemy units spawn. So you can like intentionally take damage so you can have fewer units that spawn, which saves time, but of course, you know, leaves you vulnerable to dying. It's an interesting sort of speedrun situation. Side 6, the neutral colony, where you can say hi to Amuro's dad, Temray. Be aiming, please. So the general flow of this game is I look at the mini-map and I try to face in the direction of the enemies, then I lock on, so I actually face in the direction of the enemies. And then I try to shoot. If they're moving, I have to lead my shot. If they're not moving, then I'm fine to do whatever. I gotta wait for... Come on, I get my ammo back. As far as I know, you have infinite beam rifle ammo. You just need to wait for it to recharge sometimes. Alright, got him. Yo, the moon. Oh, there we go. I think that's the big row or the grab row. It's one of them. Is it? I think it's chasing the G fighter. There we go. I was like, I'm losing health, but I knew I'd gotten a bunch of shots. But yeah, that's like a real classic example of the bit in First Gundam where Amuro just becomes a juggernaut and starts murking everyone in one shot. You love to see it. I think next is it Battle of Solomon? Oh no, I probably have to fight the Elmeth. Or it's Battle of Solomon, then Elmeth, and yeah, okay, it's Solomon, Elmeth, and then Abaoku. Yep.
宇宙要塞ソロモンを攻略するため連邦軍が侵攻を開始した。結露を開かんと出撃するガンダム。ミサイルが飛び、ビームの静車がうなる。人が自らの命を燃やした戦いが今始まろうとしていた。
I love the Solomon background. It's so good. Yeah, the Zaku's dying one shot now. Rip. Oopsies. I forgot you can actually like collide. It actually matters when you do that. Oh, all right, buddy. You really wanted to die that bad, huh? I would not be so eager to approach the Gundam. Come on. Yeah, here we go. Give me that hit. Oh, we're moving. Okay. Got him. That almost made it look like I knew how to do melee and movement in this game. That's when you know it's good. All right, where is this guy? Come on. Get back here. Where do you think you're going? Okay. Oh man, I just shot that man in the face. All right, am I gonna get attacked by the big Zom now? The hugest Zom that ever was. Big Zom. Oh, there he is. There he is. Ah, there he is. No, put your shield up, buddy. Okay. Where is it? No. It's too big. Your Zom is too big, sir. Please take it. You love to see it. The big Zom model is really fun to look at in the MS Viewer as well. Again, another reason I'm waiting until after to do the MS Viewer stuff, since we'll have more suits unlocked after we finish the playthrough. Actually see human beings in this game. two little sprites there in the bottom right. Yeah, and here we go. This is where we got to fight. Oh, wait, do we actually... Oh, yeah, we do fight Makuve in this. I forgot about that, boy. How could I? Yeah, Texas. He says Texas. Makuve. And the Makuve fight with the thing he fights with on Earth at the mining base against the Amura, I forget the name of that thing is, but that thing rules. That fight rules too. The Adzam, yeah, thank you, you got it, yeah. In Journey to Jaburo, what's really fun is that you can like jump on top of it, and it gets real silly then. Because you can like try to kill it while standing on it, and the game doesn't really want you to do that. All right, oh, we got one over here. like I'm pressing lock on because I thought that guy would be close enough to lock on to. It was just wrong, apparently. All right, there we go. Oh, okay. That's right, because that's the, what is it? It's the one version like they don't show his death on screen, right? And then in like Origin, he just walks into the sea and explodes under a ship or something. He never gets to space in Origin. Just all kinds of fates for Mikuve. Okay. Right, because yeah, no, okay, yeah, right, because in movie 3 they never really, they don't cover that stuff. They don't do the, does Charlie Bull get cut from movie 3? I forget now. Oh yeah, does the Odessa steps, yeah. Yo, Mooware raid, thank you. Welcome to Mobile Suit Gundam. Oh shit, it's him. Is he just trying to rush me down? He's really just trying to rush me down. My dude, what do you think you're doing? Wow, he really is trying. Yeah, welcome. What are you up to? Hope you're having a good one. Yeah, Charlie is cut. I heard Charlie Bull is shredded. Well, there he goes again. Rip Mikuve. There's more levels in the back of this than I thought. Yeah, Charlie Bull is really interesting. Played Neo Atlas. Oh, yo, wait, that's an Art Dink game, right? Is that an Art Dink Neo Atlas? The map making game? Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, yeah. Man, that's a series that I wish. Are there? There were never any. When did Art Dink start making that series? There's a bunch of Art Dink games on PS1, and I'm going to be playing Aquanauts Holiday next week probably, which I'm really looking forward to. Aquanauts Holiday rules. I'm very excited to sit down and finally do a full playthrough of that. But I mean, there's so many cool Art Dink series. The Atlas, okay, it was on PC 98. That's the oldest. Okay, yeah. I just wasn't sure if there. I mean, I don't think there is an English language Atlas until the one that you're playing, maybe. But oh yeah, A-Train. I mean, A-Train had all sorts of inspirational impacts for sure. I mean, there's so many. Art Dink did so many simulation games. Like, I feel like, you know, English speaking audiences only got like a fraction of them. But they're cool. They're all really cool games. I'm also, Carnage Heart is going to be a trip. I'm so glad they made a fully localized version of Carnage Heart. I guess they technically made two, right? Because one of the Carnage Heart sequels on PSP is also localized. Yeah, I mean, when Carnage Heart, when we get to it, we're gonna get to it, you know? Where'd he go? Shit. My legs. I think I need to focus. Is the other thing here? Yeah, okay. I don't even need to fight him. I just need to kill her. Ruthless video gamer. Just... Amuro Ray was just trying to progress in the video game. I get her? Thank God. Not a minute too soon, eh? Look, if she didn't want to die, she wouldn't have made herself an enormous target. Thank you. This is sad music. Yeah, I guess you probably just have to shoot him like once or twice to get her to show up and then destroy her. I don't know. I guess you could try to kill him. There are certainly Gundam games with alternate what if scenarios. I do not know if this is one of them. Remember, folks, the legs are just for show.
決戦である。連邦軍はジオン公国の最終防衛拠点バオア空攻略を目指し、星1号作戦を発動した。そしてアムロレイもまた自らの宿敵シャア・アズナブルとの決着をつけようとしていた。それは同じニュータイプとして覚醒しながら戦いの中で出会った者同士の宿命であった。
Come on, you want to go? You want to get downloaded, son? Get back here. I'm kicking your ass. Come on. Come on, Char. Someone else is trying to attack me, and I am not interested in that right now. Here we go. I knew it. I had one more shot to get on him, the jerk. All right, now we get a really janky sequence. So, if you're not familiar with the ending of First Gundam, there's a famous showdown here where the two of them are going back and forth at each other and they're slowly dismembering each other. And they decide at the end of this game to recreate the scenario by having the player character do like an actual like first person shooter sequence or actually going through corridors. This is probably the most FPS part of the game. But we also, because we no longer have a head unit, we are like, we don't, like we can't lock onto things either, which is very funny. So we're maneuvering through the bowels of Abawaku. And we have to like find like 2 elevators as well, which is very haunted and cursed. I don't even remember what the elevators look like. The vibe is very chill though. Oh, here we go. And we can't fly, you know, we're just sort of limping along with one arm, a one-armed man. And eventually we'll find the Zeong head. And then we have to shoot the Zeong head manually. The finale of the game. It's not too bad to hit the mobile suits manually. Hitting the little Zeong head is very silly. Yeah, I know the second floor is longer than I think the Zeong head is on the third floor. We don't have any sort of map or anything, but this is pretty linear, I think. I hope. I'm afraid this is the elevator I came from, though. Yeah, it is. Damn it. Oh, boy. Good job. Ran out of music. So I've been trying to scrape the walls, you know, classic maze solution. I wonder if the number is actually trying to tell me something. Yeah, okay, this is where I was supposed to go. I made a left turn when I shouldn't have. Whoopsies. All right, so I think down one of these hallways we'll find the Zeong head, and that'll be the end of the game. Is it here? Show yourself, little head. There we go. Okay. No. Ow. Oh no! Did I get it? No. Damn it. There we go. I finally got him. All right. GG. It's first Gundam, baby. And of course, in this version, they don't, you know, there's no attempt to redo the sword fight, so Amuro just pieces out after that. Yeah, there you go. You got a lot of the... Well, yeah, tour for... Yep. You got the classic actors. That's... The song here during the credits is sort of gesturing to, you know, the classic song from the Encounters in Space movie, but not quite that. I guess I can hit end on the timer here. We're going to spend a little bit more time in this game because we're going to check out the mobile suit viewer. Yeah, this is a short game. What's interesting is, like in 1996, there will be a Mobile Suit Gundam version 2.0, which I think adds some stages, adds some mobile suits, but is otherwise kind of like the same game. Bandai made a lot of very short Gundam games in this era. Like there's a trio of games for the Saturn that are referred to as the Blue Destiny games. Those are all super short, super short. Fun, but you know, they are what they are. So, but yeah, I think at this point, I think for PIP, for this project, the next Gundam game will be Mobile Suit Gundam version 2.0. And then like the next mecha game is never far away. The next mecha game is actually Exector, which is the Arc System Works mecha game. The first Arc System Works game. Was it actually called version 2.0? Yes, it was actually. I can go find the link for it real quick. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. Yep, right here. So this is a Moby Games page for it. But yeah, it was just called version 2.0. They released it like, I don't know, like 9 months later. I have not played version 2.0, so I don't know what the differences are. 16X, who was in here earlier, I think has played that version and told me it was just like, you know, extra stuff, pretty much. I love this little charge up sequence. It's so good. All right, as I said, as I promised, we're going to spend a little time in the Mobile Suit Viewer because finishing a playthrough, we got some mobile suits to appear. So we're going to do that. Wow. Okay. All right. So yeah, let's head over and check that out. Enjoy that before we wrap this one. As you can see, many more suits now compared to what we saw last time. RX-7 of 8, RX-7 8, of course, is our classic guy. There we go. I was trying to remember what the zoom in button was. Good friend. No details on the jetpack, but that's fine. It's got a nice yellow ass there. Yeah, so like the buttons for controlling this are like, it's like L1, so like that is the L1, L2, that's zoom in, zoom out. And then you have different, you have the rotate, and then like position on the screen is D-pad. And then, no, yeah, sadly no Gundam hammer in this game. I'm pretty sure you don't have the option. Maybe that's in version 2.0, I would hope. I would like to see that in version 2.0. To be sure. What else we got here? We got a ball. I don't even think we see a ball in this playthrough, but we got a ball here in the Mobile Suit Viewer. All important. You love it. Everyone loves him. He's your friendly ball. I really like the window too, the front window there, the little boosters. We got I think this is the fight. Oh, whoopsies. I think this is the fighter jet, I want to say. Yeah, the core booster. Good looking friend. Mostly just white. Weapon, Mega Beam. I think this is 06F. That's yeah, that's just your normal Zaku 2. Good looking friend. Got the mono eye is like the most important detail. Let's be real here. We all know what the people need to see. The S Char's Zaku 2 3 times as fast. As we are all aware. This one, of course, is in a flying pose. This is 07 is the goof. Yep, the goof troop. I assure you no one has ever made that joke on the internet before. Don't worry about it. They have him like getting ready to do like the whip pose, but it also kind of looks like he's just dancing. Now, yeah, this is the Dom. It's got the weapon, giant bays. Pretty sure that's just supposed to be bazooka. We got the heat rod on the back. Here we go. Now we got GOG, years ahead of its time. A big friend with the big hands too are really nice, and the feet. It's got the chest lasers. It's got them real big shoes. That's right. The grab row, or in this case, the grub low. You got that grub for the low. This is the one that we fought underwater. It's got water missiles. It's got anti-missiles. Many such missiles. The Act Guy, a classic favorite of many. Also with excellent hands. You do love it. He's just a big friend. Is that really what the AC stands for? Do we know? Is that I should probably know that if that's true. The Zoc, a suit of many designs. His ass is the same as his face. We don't know which side is which. So this suit has a redesign in Journey to Jaburo, the PS2 game. I think there's a few other redesigns that pop up here and there as well. And then the Zagok, which of course in the current English localization for this is Z-GOK, but they didn't know about Z apostrophe, excuse me, apostrophe GOK. But here it's Zugok, Z-U-G-O-C-K. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yep. So this is a little different. It's got a nice pose here. Nice looking forward. Rest in peace, Captain Woody. And then we got the big row, or the Bigelow, whichever you prefer. I'm not gonna tell you what to say. Nice big hands. Nice big face. And then this is the one that's really, oh no, it's right. It wasn't even B-E-E-G, it was B-E-Y-G, Zam, the big Zam. There's none like him. He's the biggest of his kind. Many such Zams. the big Zam, yeah, no, that's a classic. I've made a few big Zam memes in my time. He's huge. You love to see him. And then we got so the current one for this is GYAN. Is this guy is the one piloted by Mukuve. And the shield, like when you see the shield in animation, it's got all these details over it where it's got like lots of like little divots for holes. Of course, you don't have that kind of detail in 1995 on the PS1 from Bandai. But then they'll get there eventually. What else? Oh yeah, the Gelgoog, classic endgame suit with the beam Naginata, and the big P-pod shield. And there's Char's Gelgoog that we fought briefly before killing Lala Soon. I guess one of these is probably the Elmeth, right? Yeah, here's the Elmeth. This is the thing that Lala was piloting. It's got the Vice City colors in this game. It's I would say it's a little more forest green in the anime, but you know, how many colors do you really have at this point? Who can really say? And then to finish it off, the last thing that we fought, the Zeong, usually spelled Zeong now, of course, given the change in how they spell Zeon. But a friend. Remember, folks, important, famously, the legs are for show. You don't really need the legs. Also, it always gets me that the cockpit's in the head in this thing. Still very funny to me. Cool. Well, I didn't want to take the time to show all those off because, I mean, some of those models we don't even really see in the game, especially the ball and other ones, or, you know, or we keep our distance. So I think that is probably going to be it for playing the game then. Let's get back to the Discovery Zone screen to put a wrap on Mobile Suit Gundam, a much more peaceful experience for my soul than Gunner's Heaven, to be sure. Where is it? There we go. Boop. All right, cool. So, Mobile Suit Gundam, I think we can say it was an FPS. You know, if we're gonna do a genre declaration, it's got a corridor sequence at the end. You know, that's basically FPS. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We completed the game on December 22nd, 2024. Completion time was 53:07. No, not like that. I always forget this. Google Sheets is like that. What is my rating for this game? So obviously, I'm a fan of Gundam. I'm a fan of mecha, but I also do recognize that this game was very repetitive. There really wasn't too much variety. There's kind of a little bit of a difference between the ground-based levels and the water or space-based levels, but that was like really about it. And even the later enemies mostly were just large targets. Yeah, it's like, I really can't give it more than a 3, but I also do like all the designs. I do kind of like how they chose to represent things from the anime. So it's like, it would be like a low 3, I think. But you know, whatever. I'm giving it a 3. that is the life I'm going to lead here. Most people should probably give it a 2, but it's kind of my jam, my wheelhouse. There were no sewers in this game. Okay, so the brand's distinction, the checkmark box here, usually refers to the presence of like real world brands. For example, in the first game that we played, Neketsu Oyoko, there was the PlayStation brand literally within the context of the game. Like you could pick up PlayStations as a score item. This is a licensed game, which is not really what I had in mind for brands. So I'm going to say no. But maybe I'll revisit this in the future. Is this game a part of the war on cars? I think the answer here is no, because we did not destroy anything that traveled on wheels. I think if this had been a Gundam game where we destroyed tanks, particularly I forget what's the name of the first Gundam tank, the one that splits into two. I really should know this. I've destroyed so many of them in other games. If we had destroyed one of those, I would say this is a part of the war on cars. But absent that, we only destroyed mobile suits. And I do not think that gets this one in for that. Was there an expert in the chat? Yeah, I think it's me. I think I count as the I've played this game before. I know Gundam things. I'm going to go ahead and designate myself for that one. Was the title announced? It was not. Yeah, it's me. I'm a sort of a Gundam expert, you know? But yeah, so the the expert title. Okay, so the expert thing, when I first drew up the spreadsheet for PIP, that tab was meant to pick on people who show up in your chat as experts for a game. The initial naming for it was like super fan or something. I decided that was too mean. That was too antagonistic. Calling people super fans, that's a little too harsh. But I still felt like it was something important to track because I know, I know Tapioca knows, you know, sometimes you stream to a category and people show up, you know, people show right now. Like I've been streaming Echo the Dolphin for the Dreamcast. And after I switched to that game, within 20 minutes, Twitch username Echo the Dolphin _ will be in the chat. 100%. He is 100% so far. I mean, he or she or whoever, you know, they're 100% on that so far. But they're out there. They are out there. And you know what? If they're nice, that's great. Like, not part of the reason I didn't want to be antagonistic is because not necessarily everyone who does that is actually a problem in chat. Some of them are very fun and nice, and they're fun to talk to and helpful sometimes, you know. I don't even know how they're doing it. So it's all over. But anyway, game is short and repetitive, but an interesting way of capturing, you know, I guess Gundam in a like PS1. I'm going to call it PS1 FPS because it's not really like a traditional I mean, it's 1995. So it's like early FPS period, right? And in 1995, a lot of first-person shooters are still getting called Doom clones, you know? So I think that's like, I find it enjoyable for that reason. You know, original music, it's not just First Gundam music. The mobile suit viewer is a treat. I do appreciate that. I might make an alert out of the mission clear. I'm just gonna write that here. We'll see if I actually end up doing that. Yeah, I think that's probably about right. As I have a note here on the end. This is a mecha game. Of course, this again was a JP exclusive game that I'm choosing to add. I have played this before. This is now I think like my third complete playthrough of the game, so nothing too surprising there. Yeah, I think that will be it for Mobile Suit Gundam for PIP for the evening. Let me bring up the intro screen once more. Cool. Next time on PIP, it's going to be a few days. If you're following this along live or if you're following on YouTube, the next edition of PIP will not be until Monday. So about 4 days from now. I'm taking a few days off just to do some other stuff, some podcast stuff, some vacation stuff. But you can look forward to the next game. PIP 16 is Heberike's Popoito, which is a Sunsoft puzzle game. I'm sure will be extremely civilized. I believe it has a story mode. Puzzle game story mode is always a treat. And then after that, probably on Tuesday, will be Air Combat, which is the first game in the Ace Combat series, a stalwart of the PlayStation. And beyond that, Aquanauts Holiday, Ark of the Lad, King's Field 2. So one of the earlier. Oh, so this is a puzzle spinoff of an Okay, so I didn't know what the name was from, but I guess it must be a puzzle spinoff game from that. I'll have to look into that then. I probably would have done that research over the weekend. But anyway, now I have Elite. Thank you. So that's useful. Because I guess it's like, I mean, puzzle spinoffs are not that uncommon, right? I mean, there's Super Puzzle Fighter, and I'm sure we could both go back and forth naming a bunch of puzzle games. Yeah, something like that as well. Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, I'll see you next time for PIP.